I'm Katie.
And I'm Katelyn.
And this is Fernando. Today we're going to share with you Fernando's digestive system,
His muscular system. And we're going to show you his skeletal system and excratory system.
When we first got Fernando, to dissect him, we laid him supine, which means he's on his back, and we massaged his belly so that we could depart the skin from the muscle. And then we were able to cut his skin and take it all off. And then we cut him open, and here are his insides. First, we'll start with the digestive system. The digestive system starts with the esophagus, which comes from the mouth to the stomach. It's a long tube. And the stomach is next in the digestive system. It's right here. The stomach is a sac-like organ attached to the end of the esophagus. It breaks up food by showering it with acids. After the stomach, it goes to the small intestine, which is this long thing here. The small intestine is longer than the large intestine, but it's smaller in diameter. The vast majority of the digestion and absorption of the food takes place here in the small intestine. The small intestine then leads to the cecum, which is like this part right here. The cecum is where bacteria is able to digest cellulose. It's located. The food in the cecum rots, and then byproducts can be absorbed by the rat. After the cecum, we go into the large intestine, which is fatter than the small intestine. It's shorter but bigger in diameter. It absorbs water from the remaining indigestible food matter and then to pass unless waste material from the body. And then that goes out into the rectum, which leads the food from the large intestine to the anus. Also, we have the liver here. It's a large organ located above the stomach. It filters toxins from the blood and makes bile and some blood proteins. And then we have the pancreas here. It's just kind of like the gooey stuff in here. It's an enzyme-producing gland located below the stomach and above the intestines. Enzymes from the pancreas help in the digestion of carbohydrates, fats, and proteins in the small intestines. The mesentery kind of cut away, but it's white gooey stuff that holds the small intestine in and other organs around there. You can see some in here. It's a thin connective tissue that holds the small intestine in place. And then the spleen is this right here, and it participates in the creation of blood cells and also helps to filter the blood and fight infections. It also helps control the amount of blood circulating through the body, and that is Fernando's digestive system. Next, we're going to show you Fernando's excretory or reproductive system.
These are his kidneys. They are attached to the ureters, and they make urine, and they also remove waste and extra fluid from the blood. It controls your body's chemical balance and help control your blood pressure.
Next is the ureter, which is attached to the kidney here. It's a tube that carries urine from the kidney to the urinary bladder.
Next is the urinary bladder. It stores and releases the urine.
Somewhere. I think so. Okay, and then we have the urethra, which is the tube through which urine is excreted from the urinary bladder to outside body parts. And then we have the testes. These are the reproductive organs that also release hormones. And then there's the vas deferens, which are long tube-like structures that carry sperm to the penis.
Next is the seminal vesicle that produces semen.
And then we have the prostate glands, which are on either side of the urinary bladder. It produces most of the fluids found in the semen and fluids that transport the sperm to the urethra. And that is Fernando's excretory/reproductive system.
Okay, this is Fernando's muscular system. First, this darker part right here is his biceps brachii, and that moves the forearm and flexes the elbow. Next is the triceps brachii, right here, and that moves the forearm and extends the elbow. This is the spinal trapezius. It moves the shoulders and neck, which moves his head. And the latissimus dorsi moves the torso and pulls upper arms down to two sides. His bicep femoris is right here, and that moves his lower legs and flexes his knee. The gastrocnemius is underneath his bicep femoris, and if you put your finger here and extend his leg, you can feel it. His external obliques are right here. This moves his torso and constricts the abdomen. His gluteus maximum flexes the hip joint and moves his upper leg. And his pectorals major and minor are right here, and they help move his upper arms.
They were right there.
Now we're going to do Fernando's skeletal system. We'll start out his leg. Right here is the tibia, that's like his shin, and then underneath that is the fibula. Up here is the patella, so his kneecap, and then down here is the Achilles tendon, so kind of like your Achilles heel. And then we'll go up to his arm. Here is the humerus. Here's the ulna underneath, and this is the radius. Yeah, that's it.